Have you ever wondered if you could lose your beer belly without dieting? Well, I did, so I lost 110 pounds whilst eating my favorite foods. Contrary to popular belief, dieting actually is not a good way to lose fat. So here's everything I did to lose my oversized gut and stop my belly from sticking out in shirts. Now this is going to surprise a lot of people, but one of the best things that you can do to lose your beer belly is actually gain muscle. This is going to ruffle a lot of feathers and I already see the pissed off comments, but I genuinely believe that most people who say that they have belly fat don't actually have belly fat. They just have no muscle on their bodies. And so when you have no muscle on your body, your gut just sticks out. And I'll give you an example to prove my point. If you look at Daniel, who gained 11 pounds in 3 months, you think, oh my God, that's a lot of weight gained in a very short amount of time. There must be a lot of fat gain. But look at the photos. Does it look like he's gained a lot of fat? Most people would say he didn't gain any fat at all, but he did gain some fat. The only reason that you don't see it is because he's gained so much more muscle, it doesn't look like he's fat. I'll use myself as an example. When I gained 23 pounds, I had loads of people saying, bro, you look so much more jacked now, you're so much bigger, so on and so forth. But the fact of the matter is, I was a lot fatter than I was before, but I just didn't look it because I had so much muscle on my body. And what muscle does is, if you've got a decent amount of it, it makes you look a lot less fat than you actually are. Obviously, if you're like obese 600 pounds, then adding muscle won't help. But if you've got little to no muscle on your body and you think that you've got a lot of belly fat, then you might just be suffering from a lack of muscle mass. Now, I'm going to get a lot of fitness industry enthusiasts to disagree with me because they're going to be like, bro, if you're fat, you need to focus on just losing the weight and me. That's because your version of fat is someone who looks like this. If you are someone who does not do fitness for a living, then just because you don't have washboard abs does not mean that you are fat. Now, really quickly, just before I tell you exactly how I ate to lose 110 pounds whilst eating my favorite foods, I'm gonna give you a quick run through on how to gain muscle as a complete beginner. I recommend starting resistance training, which is gonna be either training with weights or your own body weight. I'm not gonna make this really long. I'm just gonna be really short and to the point. Here are the 4 exercises that you need to start doing. Number 1, the barbell bench press. Number 2, the underhand lat pull down or the weighted chin up if you're strong enough. Number 3, the barbell back squat. Number 4, the lateral raise. If you just get good at these 4 exercises, you'd be surprised at how much muscle you can gain while still losing fat, especially if you're a beginner. Now that we've figured out how we're gonna gain muscle, we're gonna talk about how we can eat. What I'm never going to ask you to do is to cut out entire fucking food groups. And I get really pissed talking about this because I see people get this wrong all the time. I would never tell anyone that I work with to cut out entire food groups. I would never ask them to stop eating cereal or only eat meat or, stop going out with their family and eating bread or whatever. I'm not going to tell you to do that, and I don't tell anyone that I work with to do that because I would never do that myself. I literally had 3 donuts this morning at a family breakfast, so there's no way I'm going to tell you to stop eating bread. So here's exactly what I want you to do. Watch the whiteboard. I want you to take your body weight in pounds and then multiply it by the numbers going from 10 all the way up to, wow, look at that. That's why I'm a fucking personal trainer, bro. 10, 11, 13, what the fuck happened to 12? Oh my God. Multiply your body weight starting from 10 all the way up to 13. Now, the more active you are on a daily basis, the bigger the number you multiply with. If you work a sedentary desk job, then you might be looking to multiply your body weight by 11 or maybe even 10. This would be extreme weight loss though, at 10. But if you're a blue collar worker or you're like whatever, you work construction, then you can multiply it by 12 or 13, or even if you're just a very active college student who walks around campus. This is gonna be a very rough estimate. I wanna emphasize the word rough. It's gonna be a very rough estimate of your daily calories. So say if you were 200 pounds as a person, you can multiply your body weight by 10, and this is fucking super tough math. You'd get 2,000, and that's your daily calories. Or you have to multiply by 13, and then that's math that I can't do, but whatever, I'll do it in post. And then I want you to take your body weight again in pounds, because America, and multiply it by 0.9. That is going to be your daily protein intake. Again, I'm not gonna do the math on this right now because I'm just not in the mood. I'll do it in post. I think it would be 180. This is gonna be so embarrassing if it's wrong. I'll just have to edit this out. But I think that would be 180 grams of protein, or at least I hope so. That's going to be your daily protein intake. This is what I say to the people that I work with. Once you get your 180 grams of protein in, right, the calories that you have left, do whatever the fuck you want with them. You could literally wake up, get your protein in, and then all the calories that you have left, you could just fuck around with them. Cookies, donuts, ice cream, you name it, as long as it's in your calories and you've got your protein in, you can have it. As long as you're eating some fruits and vegetables, or maybe you're supplementing with vitamins, you'll lose weight whilst eating cookies, cereal, ice cream, all of that good stuff. Now I know that I didn't go in depth about working out, but I've actually got a video coming out very soon on how you can work out in less time and get better results. So I'll see you in that one.